Hey Pisces, welcome to Star Card Tarot. This is Darcy. I'm sorry that I'm late uploading your video. It's a little past mid-July. But I keep it real, I keep it 100 with you guys. I was still processing. I took a couple days. Last video was 4 days ago that I uploaded Capricorn and Sag. And I was gonna do you guys too, and but I felt like, no, because PC smoke is just sage. I needed to process a little more of the huge upgrade that I just did myself. I went on a 8-week course that I paid for online with a really good friend of mine who's a healer in the area that I live in, and yeah, it was intense. So just a lot to process. I think we're all, or most of us, I feel, are kind of in that stage right now, especially with the second new moon in Cancer. The sun, I think, is officially in Cancer. Well, depends what sidereal zodiac it's already in Cancer, or the Verdict zodiac. It's the original, or they call it the true zodiac, but also looking more into that too. But yeah, Cancer I don't think will be in the, I guess, more known zodiac calendar until a few more days. So, but there is a new moon coming in Cancer on the 20th, I think. Anyway, let's get into your reading, Pisces. I know you're a water sign, so hey, if you're feeling this Cancerian energy, then you're not alone. As always, the description box below will have details about the decks I use and the crystals that you can use from this point on. I actually might go backwards for August. I feel kind of bad for the latter signs, right? It's always like Aries to Pisces, so I might start with you guys for August 1st. I'm going to try to push out a couple more readings before July is over. Might do like a singles and a couples reading or something like that. I have some ideas floating around. I guess that's what's fun about being new, is that like I don't really have any strict boundary, and I kind of like it that way. I like to do what feels right, or what comes to me, what I'm called to do by spirit. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to be using the Dream Virtue Angel Crystal Oracle deck to see what crystals you will benefit from this point on. Alright, let's see. You got Amethyst at the bottom. Revealing your true self. Love it. Alright, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel love for who you truly are. Yeah, I can relate to this, Pisces, going through a bit of this kind of thing myself, Amethyst is a great crystal it's known for the third eye, of course, the purple of the amethyst. So connecting to your true higher self, or your inner self, however you like to put it. Meditation, it's also known for protection. You also have here Unakite, answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Yeah, a lot of heart chakra going on there, which also ties into the next card, Rose Quartz, also heart chakra. Love life, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. That's awesome. And that makes complete sense, Pisces. Just from the cards that have come out, you have one more for crystals, so you got 4 crystals, so that's cool. A little bonus there. Because when revealing your true self, right? When we become our true self, then we are ready to love, if that makes sense, right? And with this card here about answered prayers, maybe some of my Pisces have been praying for new love, or a reunite, or I'm literally gonna, a renewed or reunion of love that's already there, right? And that doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendship, it can be family, it can be any of the above, right? Or even a renewed love for yourself, right? Like that's ground zero. That's where it's got to start. So your prayers on whatever lack of love you feel is in your life at this point, there will be doors opening for you, which I believe is where this card comes into play with the rose quartz. Rose quartz especially. I have a beautiful pendant right here. I love this pendant. I get so many compliments on it. This is a rose quartz pendant. I don't have like a Etsy store yet or anything like that. This is just where I just pick up some crystals from around my town, but or gifted by friends, you know. But the rose quartz will definitely help with opening your heart, I want to say. Like, you know, it's really important to always tap into ourselves. I think, or what I've learned for myself, I'm just going to speak on what I know, right? What I learned in this last healing I just went through for the 8-week course, it was called the heart activation healing, right? So, something we learned there was to check in with our heart. If it restricts, like if it feels tight about something or someone or a situation or a decision that has to be made, check in and ask yourself why. It doesn't always mean like it's like that individual or situation is, you know, not for our best or highest good. Sometimes it has to do with past hurts, right? And we don't want to bring any of the past into the new, right? Like I think as a collective we're really realizing that, or most of us are, and we're kind of just done with that whole thing, you know? We don't want, if the past is not something that gives us a happy memory, then why would we want to bring it into the future, you know? It doesn't mean that the whole thing's a mess, obviously not, you know, but I mean, on regards of like reunions, right? Things like that, you know what I mean? Having that card for the rose quartz. So definitely with this new or renewed, especially, well, for either or, check in with your heart. You know, if love is coming into your life, just keep doing a little tap in, you know, with your own heart and seeing, and letting it guide you in a sense. And then we have here, the last card is Moldavite, unconventionality. Moldavite and Unakite, these two cards here have been coming out a lot lately, for July. No, July's Ruby, right? It's July Ruby. I'm trying to think what the birthstone for July is. I think it's Ruby. Don't quote me on that. Either way though, it kind of reminds me of July though, green, like things start getting greener. I think they get the greenest point is like July, early August. I know August birthstone is green peridot, but a lot of like just heart-based focus, right? So the card of unconventionality talks about your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others, you know, and that's just, I just love this card for what it is, you know. I think in the book it talks about, you know, I want to say it talks about being teased and things like that that might have happened in the past. You know, if this doesn't resonate, it's not your story, you know, and that's okay. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But in the book itself, and again I will put it in the description drop down box below, but yeah, it talks about just that feeling of not fitting in or not being understood. And this guardian angel here is like the one who's saying, no, you know, like you are unique for a purpose, Pisces. That is a big part of your story. And as far as new love goes, if you can't be your true self and you're unique, maybe even quirky self at times, right? I'll be the first one to say I'm quirky, as you know. Like we all have that goofy side. God, my chair is driving me crazy. Sorry. And you know, if we're not accepted for all parts of ourselves, then you might want to talk about that, right? You might want to be like, well, check in with the heart. But that's just what the crystals are saying for now. Let's go deeper with the tarot, and then I will clarify with my beloved little white sage tarot deck, which will talk about any chakras that might be unbalanced or need clearing for you guys. Okay. And I'm using the Radiant Raider White Tarot deck by Avia. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. It'll be in the drop-down box. But it's the Raider White. So it's the original tarot, but it's just more clear. Oh, strength at the bottom. That's good. Right? Yeah, because these cards, they really are positive. Very positive. It's like really what these crystals are telling me, these oracle cards are telling me, that you're starting to like appreciate your unconventionality. You're starting to appreciate your real true self, like all parts of yourself, and that's allowing this new love or renewed love for self, family, whatever, right? Answered prayers to come through. So that's awesome. So this is for Pisces. From today, which is July 18th, 2020, for July in general, and yeah, there's time is flowing, right? Whenever you see this video, if it resonates and it's meant for you. Again, I apologize for being late. I was gonna say something. It's slipping my mind now. Oh yeah, so I was thinking this before I started. So also, because I'm a little late, sorry. You can use this also as like a confirmation of if whatever I'm picking up happened earlier in July, it can be a confirmation, right? And then like the end of the reading will be more towards like the end, okay? Like that's what I kind of like discussed with Spirit before I started for you guys. I'm like, hey Spirit, I'm a little late here. So yeah, we're going to do it more on that kind of baseline, right? So, Spirit, this is for Pisces, July 2020, confirmations. Anything that they need to be aware of. Ooh. Okay. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You are cutting out what no longer serves you. Pisces. Love it. Alright. And you also have an answered prayer card. Oh, you got the Lovers. Very interesting, Pisces. Alright. Also, you're my first reading that I'm deciding I'm not going to do reversals unless it's really, really, like, unless Spirit's like, it needs to be in reversed. Yeah. Just because I feel like it's a smoother message. I think though, since you know all my other readings have been reversed, this little deck, I'll let it do what it needs to do. If it wants to be reversed, so be it. But when I was looking at your reading, I'm like, alright, yeah. Spirit kind of confirmed it. It's like, yeah, none of these are in reverse. Okay, so this I think was in the beginning of July for you guys. You're assessing the balance of your life. Specifically, it could be financial, right? Because we have the Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is about looking at what you have in stock, right? Taking an honest look and whether or not you're satisfied in it or not. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius with the Temperance card. Temperance card has to do with balance, equal give and take, emotional balance, divine intervention, taking the road less traveled. See the crown in the background? Like that road less, sorry about the glare. Ugh. So the road less traveled will, you know, bring victory in some ways, right? That's totally connecting with this oracle of unconventionality, right? Yeah. Figuring out where you were lacking some balance. Or it's assessing the good job no, sorry. Eight of Pentacles is more of like a good job well done, but at the same time, like he does have a very nice harvest going on, right? Like that bush is pretty darn big. And it's right before the Eight of Pentacles is when he takes his harvest and puts it for sale. So, you know, you do see that you have done a well job thus far. But maybe like financially, right, in your work field or in some kind of materialistic way. But you are noticing a more enlightened state. I'm really actually focusing in on, see the third eye there and how he is enlightened. You're seeing that as well, though. You're starting to become into a more enlightened state of your own wealth, I'm hearing. And then we have here next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slowest knight in the deck, but very stable and very detail orientated. Followed by the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Again, it really talks about coming into your wholeness and not being afraid to speak your truth, and also about having an epiphany, right? This could be a new idea that you've come across with this Knight of Pentacles. It could be a earth sign, or with the Ace of Wands, it could be an air sign that may have helped you with this idea. But this Knight of Pentacles is like it came in, right? And here's you, single, maybe not, but looking good, feeling good, financially stable in your own being, connected with nature, right? And this Knight of Pentacles comes along, again, it could be an earth sign, offering you this pentacle. And the Nine of Pentacles, this female woman, right, all she's missing is that last pentacle to make the Ten of Pentacles, which is happy home, stable home, legacy, kids, dog, grandparents, the whole thing, right? So that could be this new love coming in for you guys, Pisces. And it's also going to give you a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity. New beginning and clarity. I think of your worth. I'm really hearing your worth. And then coming next, we have the answered prayers, right? So it is this Knight of Pentacles. Again, we could be dealing with earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We also have air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Strong Capricorn coming out though, because this answered prayer is also clarified by the Devil card, which is Capricorn. So I think your answered prayer is no more toxic crap. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing too. You know, you've been feeling, I think July, this thought process or feeling changed. I want to say it started to change in April for you. Or maybe when the shutdown, like the pandemic kind of started, gave you some time to like really go into yourself, you know, just kind of like self-analyze in a sense, but like on a deeper emotional level too. Not just like all about the money and where you're at financially, although that's obviously very strong here, but with temperance, like that's an emotional balance as well, right? So your prayers are being answered, like you're feeling really freed of this toxic cycle that you may have been in for a while, is what I'm feeling for some of you. Or even just like the fear of it, like that fear of some sort of trickery being played on you or something like that. Yeah, you're really breaking free of that fear. So I think what's happening for the Pisces that are coming to this reading is that you're financially doing really well. And it's breaking you away from that devil energy. Like the only power the devil has over, like this whole card is all about like, the only power that he has is like making these two people think that he does have this power over them. And it's not true. It's a whole delusional, it's an illusion, I mean. It's an illusion, right? Because then we also have interesting 4-4. So 44 is definitely a number for you. 4 of Swords and 4 of Pentacles. So it's like, I'm feeling like whoever this pentacle, this Knight of Pentacles is, that came and is offering you this pentacle, right? It could be a new job, it could be more stability of some sort. It is an answered prayer that's going to take, like, it is an answered prayer that's going to take you out of this cycle that you may have felt you were afraid to get back into. But I'm seeing with this, you're still going to double check. You're still going to go into this like meditation, a little bit of hermit mode. 4 of Swords is taking the time to really think about this choice. Think about, well, it comes after the 3 of Swords, right? The 2 of Swords is a choice, and then the 3 of Swords is heartbreak. So the 4 of Swords is like resting after a heartbreak. So I think it has to do with your past, Pisces. That's what I'm really hearing. It's something that has to do with your past. Which also makes sense, right? We got this Rose Court, which is new or renewed romantic. Love is here for you, right? So it could be someone from your past. So it's like an answered prayer, but maybe you're afraid. Did they change? Right? That could be what's going on here too. Alright, so you're taking some time to really think about this. And this here is also known as the 4 of Pentacles, is the card of the Martyr as well. So it's also about being really like tight with your money, like tight with like, oh my god, no, right? Which makes sense because the cards prior show how stable you are single, or even if you're not single, Pisces, like you, I'm pretty sure this reading is for single Pisces, I'm just saying, because, or maybe Pisces that have been having maybe a little bit of relationship issue or something around money. I'm really feeling like it's new love though, or an ex coming back. But either way, you're totally okay on your own financially. So this new love offer, this new pentacle, this new answered prayer that's came your way in July, or it might still be on its way. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, right? It's gonna make you think, and it's gonna make you be like wanting to hold on to your coins for dear life. It's gonna be making you. It's basically what it's saying is you're taking especially being 2 4s. 4 is all about stability. So you're going to take some time to really think about this in a logical way, in a stable way, right? You're thinking about the control issue. You're thinking about your own, well, you know you're good, right? But like you're worried about this person. Again, strong Capricorn, strong Earth, and strong air coming through. Could be an Aquarius, could be a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. Strong Earth or air sign though is really coming through. Maybe a fire sign. But I'm really not feeling that it is. It's either a Gemini or a Cap. Aquarius maybe. Anyway. But you're going to be thinking about this. I'm really picking up the vibe of like this person maybe, or it is an ex, or again, remember in the beginning when I was saying, like, check in with your heart and ask yourself, why is it feeling restricted? You know, I felt that right away for you guys, just with the oracle cards. So that, I think, is what you're going to be doing here with the Four of Swords. Checking in with yourself. There's no emotion, though. It's just swords and pentacles. So don't forget to check in with your heart, though, okay? Like, check in with your emotions, too. Don't make it all about mind and physical, right? All right. But after that Four of Swords and Four of Pentacles, the thinking process you go through, meditation, praying, looking within, this comes next. How beautiful is that? Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. New beginnings, huh? Isn't that great? So it is a solid beginning. It's a solid beginning in love. That's what the cards are saying. Yeah, definitely a soul connection. And another new beginning. You have a new beginning in the Ace of Wands and in the Ace of Pentacles. So it's a clear and stable new beginning. With that being said, again, there's literally no cups. It's air, earth, besides this. But this is even a fire, though, really. I mean, it's a Sagittarius card. We have literally just pentacles, swords, and a couple wands. So, and with these two coming out in this read, okay, I want to say be careful about it, if it's a new thing, or even if it's an old thing coming back. When I say thing, I mean relationship, love, whatever. Do be careful about just being physical only. Okay. Communication is going to be great. Pentacles, which mean physical, will be great. But make sure there's some emotion there too. Just keep checking in with your heart. All right. Because that is important, right? But it looks good. It does. It looks good. Just be cautious about, because these two cards are the same people in a sense, right? One's healthy, one's not. One's, divinely guided, one's toxically guided. Make sense? But the Lovers is clarified by this new beautiful beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. Stable. The Archway is a new beginning. New. I'm just going to leave you feeling really passionate and victorious. Make sure this comes out the right way. So we have the Six of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands. You're going to feel very victorious. And I feel like you're marching on, right on through this victim mode mentality that maybe you were in for a little while. I'm also hearing don't play the victim either, though. Careful if that's a tendency of your past. I'm hearing totally it might be of the past. And if it's not you, it's just the other person. But I'm really just seeing that this is actually victory over that. Like, you're no more the victim here. Like, you're really, really coming into your own. For the majority of you guys, yeah, like you're totally just coming into your power. You're coming into who your real true self here. Feeling good, feeling strong, Pisces. And that's when new love comes in, right? Or healthy love comes in, which you've been praying for, as we can see. You've been praying for no more of this crap. You know, and maybe this is also saying you've taken the time to pray, you've saved your money, you know, so of course the universe has nothing, and you're in this mode too, right? This Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, clarity, understanding yourself on a higher level. The universe has no choice but to hand you this here, right? It has no choice but to give you this beautiful new beginning in love. If that's what you're praying for. Right? And it sounds like that's what it is. With, you know, having the rose quartz here, of course. Love life, right? Yeah, and you're gonna feel so victorious. It's great. No more victim mentality. I like it, Pisces. I like it. Alright, my friends, let's see what else we have. Any further clarity or guidance that Spirit wants to give regarding Pisces, especially in their chakra system? Where do they need further guidance? Any further guidance for the Seven of Pentacles and Temperance? Any further guidance there? Thank you. Eight of Wands, answered prayer. Answered prayers again. I love it. So now we have 88 on the table, double eight of Wands. Yeah, you're getting like 2 prayers answered here. Yeah, okay, that's, yeah, because I was feeling like it's like a new job opportunity as well. Like it's not just clarity on your love life, it's like money too. You know, it's like a new beginning in money, financial gain of some sort. It's, how much better can you get, really, right? Yeah, and then this is orange, so it's the sacral chakra, okay? But I'm feeling like your sacral's pretty good. Sacral is water energy, so of course it's very important to you guys, being a water sign. Anything about the Knight of Pentacles? Anything that you want to tell us about this Knight of Pentacles or Ace of Swords? The moon. Yeah. Yeah, that's that Cancer moon there. That's that Cancer new moon affecting all of us. Right? Yeah. And, wow, today's the 18th. Well, that just tripped me out for a second. I'm sorry. I just got like super excited because the moon is the card is the 18th, or the 18th card. Can you see that? Bang. So yeah. All right. So either today you're gonna have an epiphany, or when this new moon in Cancer, this is the last, because there's 2. There was one last month, and there's one coming. I believe it's on the 20th, and my ears are starting to ring. So yeah. There's going to be some sort of like aha moment for you there. Anytime between today and the rest of July, basically. Because also the new moon, it can be felt specifically like 3 days before, 3 days after of the date that it happens, depending where you are in the world. And then it also has like a long-term effect, I think, for like 6 months, I want to say. Alright, no chakra in that, just talking about the moon. It's going to give you clarity and insight, right? What else does the moon card represent? I'm really just feeling it has to do with what I just said, but if you're curious about the definition of the moon card in tarot, it talks about going within, right? It's seeing through the illusion. It's also about domestication and wild, and the balance of both within us. It has, in the original tarot, it has 2 towers, and then there's a dog and a wolf on each side. Excuse me, and a crayfish is coming out of the water. The crayfish represents like what's really deep underneath our emotional layers, like what's at the bottom of it, right? That like shadow work that nobody likes to do. Trust me, I just went through a ton of it for 8 weeks. Not fun. but it's so worth it, right? Because like then we get that balance of shadow and light, you know, of like our instinct, which would be the wolf, and our more, you know, home-based, homebody, 3D, earthly self, which is represented by the loyalty of the dog, right? Okay. 8 of Wands and the Devil card, please. Any clarification on that? Spirit, show us clearly for Pisces. 8 of Wands. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, and it came out in reverse, and I said I would listen. Again, sacral. Okay, and this makes sense. So now you're having also 2 4 of Pentacles come out, and this being in the reverse, it's saying, when it's clarifying the 8 of Wands and the Devil card, definitely try to let go of any control that you may be feeling or having. You know, and that's always usually a fear-based thing. And with it being Pentacles, it can be about money. The Devil's an illusion, remember? So, and you also have the 8 of Wands twice, so it's an answered prayer. Your prayers are being answered with the 7 of Pentacles and the Temperance. Yeah, I really feel like Spirit's saying, don't worry, trust us. Like, don't worry, trust. Don't be spending crazy, of course, but don't fear too much, okay? Like, don't, the devil only has control of whatever you let it, you know what I mean? Any toxic okay. Devil also has to do with abuse of power, it has to do with power struggles, power plays, manipulation, drinking, drugging, partying, blah, all that kind of stuff, right? Too much eating, too much sex, too much TV, too much Netflix, whatever. Too much working out, you name it. So the 4 of Pentacles is saying to loosen that grip. It doesn't mean that you're the one doing that, Pisces. If you are, then the shoe fits, right? And if it's the other person, then they might have to learn on their own. But having the 8 of Wands above the Devil card here, right? I'm feeling like it's gonna be okay. Like it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? Or if you're worried about someone, to give it to higher source, give it to higher power. Yeah, that's really what I'm hearing mostly. Try not to be too I'm hearing like tight or too emotionally insensitive as well. Just surprising. I wouldn't feel like a Pisces would be that way. I feel like you guys are pretty okay with your emotions, right? You have the sacral out twice. Sacral is sensuality as well, though, right? So maybe it could be careful of it just being a physical relationship. Make sense? Yeah. All right. Let's see. 4 of Wands. Why do I keep saying Wands? 4 of Swords and 4 of Pentacles. Oh, you got 2. I don't know if you saw it. Probably not. They like the little split thing. I love when they do that. Aww. 2 major arcanas. Wow. You have the Hanged Man, which again is speaking of enlightenment. And you have the Fool in reversed. Okay. So this is clarifying, again, I'll just put these up for you. This is clarifying the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles, right? So taking time to meditate, and this is about not being, it's about being too controlling about your money or being kind of like a martyr in a sense. So I think this is going to give you enlightenment, and it's also going to help you like take it in a more practical approach, because a fool is just like, he's just jumping off a cliff. Like, it is new beginning, right? But the hangman is seeing everything differently, right? So maybe in the past you were a little bit childish in a sense, right? I'm gonna put the fool in the right up position. It's full of little dog, a little puppy, right? So you're realizing that you're this like caterpillar, like about to blossom into a gorgeous butterfly, and you want to make sure that you come out right. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm seeing here. So yeah, that time of meditation and reflection, and the Four of Pentacles even, you know, like, hey, if you have to be like really keeping an eye on your finances to better yourself, do that, okay? Like, you know, no shame in that, my friends. Never ever. Like I said, you know, this is where you want to be, right? Feeling good about your finances and in connection with nature, you know, the spirit. Let's clarify the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles, huh? Lovers and Ace of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Can we get a clarification for that? Okay. Oh my god, you got the Lovers twice. I can't with you guys. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about, okay, so remember the 7 is looking at the harvest, and this is your solar plexus, so Eight of Pentacles. Happy about your work, balanced, balanced, balanced. Yeah. Okay. Page of Wands came out in reversed, so okay, so I'm getting this is what I'm getting, because this is how it came out, but I was like, I don't want the Lovers to be reversed and upright, that's confusing me, okay, but I kind of see what's going on now. So this is clarifying again. We're gonna go back and show you real quick. What I just asked for was a clarification on the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. At some point you might have this feeling that you have to choose between love and work. But that's not the case. If that's resonating with you, yeah, I don't think that's what's going on. Like, I think that could be why the Four of Pentacles came up twice. You're being extra careful, right? And I feel like this Knight of, Page of Wands is someone from your past. Or it could have been you. Page of Wands is like player energy, okay? And the Lovers in reversed is literally about it just being all, what they call it, like platonic or something, or just like friends with benefits kind of thing. So you just keep getting these warnings about that, right? But then we have this like Eight of Pentacles here. You're proud of the details of this relationship or that's what I'm hearing. Or this means that you're letting work replace that emotional connection, right? Or you're making work, don't make work an excuse, I'm hearing, okay? Don't make work an excuse. We've got the Lovers here twice, guys, okay? Like, come on. Looks like it's pretty good. Sorry about the glare. I'm gonna try to get this in a good caption so I can post it for your picture. Lovers twice, alright? Like, come on. It's pretty awesome. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I get it though, I get it, you know. It's very, I want to say it's common. I hate saying it's like common, but you know, it's tough when you have something in work like popping off, right? And you've been like living this awesome single life. It's like, isn't that always when love comes in and then you're like, shit, you know, you're like, shit. I'm not swearing out loud, just read my lips, but you know what I'm saying. You know, it's like, gosh, why, you know, course, worst time or something, right? That happens to a lot of people. I kind of feel like that might be what's going on. It's like, it is an answered prayer of yours, but it's also like your work's also flying off the shelf also, so. Interesting how I said that. Maybe some of you do actually sell a product of some sort. Clarify the 6 and 9 of Wands, please, for my Pisces. Hello and goodbye. The Hierophant. Hello and goodbye. End of story. This is like declaration of love, publicly. Weddings, marriage, faith, key to your heart, everything you ever wanted. Pisces, this looks really good. My ears are ringing off the chart right now. Yeah, you guys got a soulmate coming in. Don't let your work mess it up. It definitely could be an air sign. You have counterparts. If you guys have air in your chart, in your natal chart, in your birth chart, I kid you not. Or you're definitely just dealing with an air sign. We have Queen of Swords for this tarot deck. King of Swords. These are counterparts, guys. Congratulations, Pisces. Your work's amazing. You're going to have tons of money and your soulmate of your life's coming in. Congratulations. You've won the master prize here. That's amazing. You know, like, wow. That, you know, you can't make this stuff up. I love this Queen of Swords. She's just like, she is fierce. Look at this girl. Interesting with the moon again too, right? Kind of reflecting each other. This new love could be coming around the new moon. Again, I think it's the 20th, 21st. But it could be whenever, right? It could be at any time. It could be already. I'm sorry I'm late again. Pisces, that was a wonderful reading. 6 of Cups under that. Nostalgia. Excuse me. Nostalgia. Yeah, you guys are ready to love again. Congratulations, like you've really come into your own true self. Yeah, the only chakras I'm seeing that might be having some trouble is your sacral, which is to do with your sensuality, sexuality, creativity. So I will post all that in the description below. And along with the numerology and crystals, and I thank you again for your patience. And this reading kind of made up for it though. It looks like you've been doing pretty well this July, and it looks good for the rest of it as well for you guys. Let me know if this resonates, comment, like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I thank you so much. Keep shining your true star. Take care. See you later.